What is up everyone, welcome back to another one on the A-Team channel. Look guys, if you're a year 11, 12, 13 or a private candidate sitting GCSEs, IGCSEs, AS or A-level exams this year, then I really do feel for you and my sympathies are with you all. Actually, we can't do that. No, in order to maintain social distancing rules, just stay by there. Anyway, look, I've recently just taken a back seat to all of this exam saga, and in my absence, I've been watching, reading, and receiving news articles from you guys and some YouTubers sending out some false information regarding the situation. So like, are exams actually cancelled or are they back on again? So I wanted to address this question by watching another YouTuber the other day who I think was an A-level student herself. I'm not going to name her or call her out on this, but she made a whole 15-minute video on these mini exams. And the whole video was explaining how this was going to work, get marked, processed, and then you guys being awarded grades from that. And I'm sitting there thinking,
where did she get this from?
Because hold it right there. Firstly, these mini tests are not confirmed as of yet. And secondly, there sure as hell isn't information about how they're going to be taking place. My point being is that there is a whole lot of information and rumors circulating around. Even if you're reading articles from the BBC or ITV, it doesn't mean that these things are confirmed and are going ahead. That girl's video got several thousand views, and you know what? Fair play on her. But what's actually concerning is that people watching that could go away from it thinking that this is what is actually taking place. So guys, look, this is exactly one of the reasons I've held back and not just feed you guys with rumors and hearsay. And today I'm going to just go over exactly what is happening out there. So do drop this video a thumbs up if you value truthful, honest content. So let me now get into it. So the question is, what is happening out there? Well, when Boris dropped the bombshell that schools would be closed until February half term, and then also added that exams would also get cancelled, 2 days later, the Education Secretary came out and said that you guys would get your grades through the CAG format, the CAGS, Centre Assessed Grades, whatever you want to call it, which was similar to what happened last year. Since then, Ofqual, exactly like last year, have had to pick up the pieces and try and sort some of this mess out. So instead of confirming anything, Ofqual have come out to make proposals of what they think should happen at this time. And this is why I suppose things have started to get a lot more confusing. So on Wednesday, the chief of Ofqual publicised a letter to Gavin Williamson stating that they still believe that exams lead to the fairest outcome, almost as if to say that the CAGs, which they themselves invented, are not fair. There could be a number of reasons why they believe this. They did this very same thing last year whereby they said it would be based on CAGs and then found out that grades went up considerably. And to iron that out, they came up with the flawed algorithm. And well, we all know how that went. So Ofqual, not surprisingly, are tentative about the whole CAG route. I know to you guys it may not make sense, but everyone has an agenda. Ofqual's agenda is that because they are a regulatory board overseeing exams, they don't want to be seen as this flawed body back in a weak system, if that makes any sense. And this is why they don't want to just go ahead and back the whole CAG process without having other things in place that ensures their quality and fairness. Just take a look at the spike in last year's results. Ofqual want to ensure that people are being awarded grades fairly. So following this and being an examiner myself, I thought I'd take the onus in order to share with you guys what is happening out there. So I got in touch with Pearson and AQA to find out what is taking place. So this is what I've been informed, that Ofqual have made some proposals which include the following. So here are some of the proposals that are being made. A student's grade in each subject will be based on the teacher's assessment of the standard at which the student is performing, using a combination of evidence that might include results from papers provided by exam boards but set by teachers to take account of differential learning. This will be supported by mark schemes, exemplar papers, other guidance on standardization and training from exam boards. Non-exam assessment, so like coursework basically. Other performance evidence such formal tests, mock exam results, and any substantial work completed by students. The next thing, in terms of timing, the Department of Education and Ofqual are proposing that students are assessed by the teachers in a period beginning in May into early June. Teachers submit grades to exam boards by mid-June. Externally quality assurance is carried out by exam boards throughout June. Results are issued to students after the quality assurance, most likely in early June. So the closing date for this consultation is the 29th of January. So if you guys want to get in your opinions, by all means, get on that and let them know exactly how you guys feel towards that. Ofqual have gone ahead and opened up this consultation to everyone. That includes you guys, the students, parents, teachers, head teachers, and even employers to provide an input on what they think should take place. I've left the link down in the description below, so you can by all means go ahead and check that out. Now I'm going to be brutally honest here. Whilst it is admirable of Ofqual to open up a consultation to involve everyone, you know, which might be a great thing, but if I was a student like you guys right now, I'd be fuming. In fact, I am fuming. To me, this is a clear sign of a broken system. We get it, CAGs are not the ideal scenario for anyone, but Ofqual has had a chance to come up with something following last year. And in fact, when they confirmed that exams would take place in autumn of 2020 last year, they said specifically that they would come up with a contingency plan in place should anything go wrong in that time frame. And well, lo and behold, here we are in January 2021, where we could do with a contingency plan. So where is it? So this consultation they've opened up is their contingency plan, and all of you guys have your futures hanging by a thread, have to wait for this to be over. Do you realize that there's some students undergoing this process for a second year in a row? So you're telling me that Ofqual has stipulated that they need more time to come up with a fair approach? Look, it's simply not good enough. It really isn't, and there's no excuse for it. There really isn't. Neither the government nor Ofqual have learned from last year's situation. And yes, they can complain that no one saw this coming, but look, these authority figureheads are put in place to deal with crisis situations like what we're undergoing right now. And the fact is simple. I don't know what goes on in these bureaucratic boards, but there is far too much complacency taking place. So guys, look, feel free to go and express your opinions on this so-called consultation. What makes all of this so much more ironic is that international GCSEs and international A-levels, which by the way are not surprisingly regulated by Ofqual, are still going ahead this summer. In fact, we recently completed the IGCSE exams in January during the lockdown, as the government made exemptions for that. IGCSEs are hosted by Pearson and Cambridge International Board and are also taken in other countries too. The Department of Education has stated that it is up to the individual schools to decide whether they want them to take place or not. I know here at ateamacad, they will be taking place this summer. Now, why didn't they do this with the GCSE and A-level exams? Once again, there is inconsistency here. And guys, look, based on all of this, I'm thinking of making a video of how the education system in the UK is actually broken. If you want to see that, drop a comment down below. So what should you do? Look guys, I know this is an anxious period and the uncertainty just makes things a whole lot more strenuous. My advice is simple, and it's something that I tell all the students here at ateam. Continue studying and preparing for the exams. And even irrespective of the semantics that they're using, that exams are cancelled or mini exams, etc. and so forth, you know, there is no doubt that Ofqual are hesitant to take on board these CAGs just like that. And if anything, they're looking to propose a set of assessments that schools and centres must adhere to. But that news could take several weeks to finalize and get set. So look, you shouldn't stop. Otherwise, it's going to be you guys, unfortunately, who will be penalized. But what we can clearly see is a broken system that really needs to be sorted out, in my opinion. So again, my advice is to prepare yourself like you would have been if you were going ahead and sitting the actual exams in June. If you prepare in this way, then it doesn't matter what is being thrown your way, you'll be prepared. Again, I know this isn't easy guys, but you have to take control of the situation. Otherwise, the situation will simply take control of you. So I hope this one has helped you out, or at least put things into perspective for you. And if any of you want to get in touch, by all means, drop a DM on Instagram. And if you're a private candidate, you can by all means send an email inquiry, but just know that a lot of our places here are full. Once again guys, show your support by liking this video and consider subscribing to the channel. On that note guys, my name is Amin and I will catch up with you another time.